What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, in the case of the 3 Disney Plus Marvel shows that have already started filming, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and Wandavision, we've had set photos leak out for each, and in the case of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, multiple on-set videos. Of course, Marvel doing due diligence, taking them down where they can, not really worrying about it too much unless there's a major spoiler revealed within the photo or footage, and that's exactly what happened yesterday, surprisingly posted by a Disney employee to his Instagram, a video on the backlot of the sets where they're filming WandaVision that apparently revealed a major spoiler, and while the photos were scrubbed almost instantly, the internet never forgets. I myself saw the photos, and I'm going to describe them for you here, including some context with what we already know from WandaVision, and of course try to speculate as to what this could mean. We'll issue a light spoiler warning when it comes to that, as to why Disney would want to have these photos taken down immediately, what was contained within them that's a major leak. We're going to break it all down, but first, if you could hit the subscribe button. We're still giving away this amazing 1/4 scale Beta Ray Bill from XM Studios at 750,000 subscribers, as well as our third and final Infinity Saga box set. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So as I mentioned moments ago in the prologue, these were posted to social media by an official Disney employee on the set. I believe they're either at Trilith Studios or Pinewood Studios in Atlanta. Either way, it doesn't matter. On the back of the set, the imagery contained within would be major scenes and set spoilers for WandaVision, and we're going to speculate as to what they might mean towards the end of the series. So, light spoiler warning, if you want to go in completely fresh to what's going on during the plot narrative, this may not be the video for you. Otherwise, you've been warned. Let's jump right in. Now, the first 3 out of 4 photos, maybe not the biggest of reveals. There was one that showed a bunch of the behind-the-scenes tents and stuff for production. There was another that was a selfie with Halloween decorations, and we've already seen from the trailer, it looks like one of the episodes will be taking place on Halloween while they trick-or-treat. Unfortunately, if you like to think this would have come out originally when it was supposed to, they may have even lined up that Halloween episode on Halloween. Oh, what could have been. Otherwise, the third photo, which may have been a bigger reveal, showed us the Westview Public Library, but we've already talked about this, a location within WandaVision, and it doesn't really tell us much other than confirming its existence. Those 3 photos, maybe not the biggest of deals, except there was a quote on one of them. The caption on the photo was, WandaVision coming in December to Disney Plus. Maybe that's why they made him take it down, as we still don't have that official release yet from Disney. We are all waiting patiently for it. Now, the 4th photo seemed to reveal quite a bit more, as there was an enormous armored military vehicle. It was basically like a sand-colored building, and there was a blue sky in the background, black-colored asphalt, and basically a huge tank pulled up with a bunch of soldiers, and you couldn't really tell from any of the emblems who exactly they were. But if you watch the trailer, and what this got me thinking is that there's probably a huge chance that S.W.O.R.D, what we've been talking about is its individual Disney Plus series that'll tie to Captain Marvel and Secret Invasion, the thing that was so heavily teased at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, is going to be this agency sitting in for S.H.I.E.L.D., which means when there's huge disturbances and or paranormal activity, like much what's going on with this portal that we see in the trailer, they're somehow going to be involved in investigating it. That's literally their job. What I'm thinking here is the same way we see Monica Rambeau forced out of the portal from wherever she was within that reality. They're probably going to go in at some point. That's why I think this would be towards the end of the series, because they have their own agenda already. You see her flying out of the portal there. You see all of what looks like the military. They have helicopters. They have soldiers, the whole base set up. At some point, they're going to have to intervene, and that's what I think is going on in this episode. Obviously, military armored vehicles, tie it right to what you see in the trailer. Seems like a simple explanation. Outside of that, there are some other ideas that aren't as well tied or based in evidence for what we already know about the series, but in other series such as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we've already seen the existence of what may be some paramilitary groups popping up all over the US now that the blip has happened. Installments that were in power before and the shift of power during the snap have to be undone. There's a lot of civil unrest, so to speak, probably even more so than the power vacuum that was created by the snap far less people to deal with it. Now everybody's back. Seemingly there's going to be a lot of issues. That leads me right to my final thought as it's related to what's going on in WandaVision and the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe going forward. It was pretty easy when there were a limited number of superheroes known and in existence on Earth to be able to sort of keep them insular and not explain why they weren't there for other events. Thor would be off-world, Hulk left, that sort of thing. But once you have an abundance of superheroes and or should I say superhero franchises that are all locally in the same spot, namely Earth and or the United States, and then you have these sort of disturbances, it gets harder and harder to explain why all the most powerful beings aren't attending to the most powerful issues and or the world-threatening issues. Now, S.W.O.R.D's job, literal job description, is to deal with extraterrestrial threats, even though it's located in space and looking outward to where, you know, Thanos and all the rest of them came from. Something like this still qualifies as an extraterrestrial threat, and that's going to go forward for all of the sort of villains that show up in this dimension, or should we say others. As long as it pertains to Earth, S.W.O.R.D is going to have their nose in there, but then there's the rest of the superheroes on Earth, the teams that are formed. Some of them are going to have their own agendas, but eventually you're going to have to start seeing them cross over a lot more than they did back in the day. The existence of these superheroes is going to have to be explained and seated in a way that makes sense for why they're either going to be there or not when they show up. This is just a much harder job on Marvel's part, and Marvel Studios now trying to figure out these narratives going forward, and that's why Kevin Feige said all the way back in 2019, which is starting to feel like ancient history at this point, that they're working towards two totally separate things, and they hope that it can feel distinct enough that way they can break up these superhero groups and hopefully cater the villains and antagonists to the superheroes' power set. For instance, it's going to be really weird to see Falcon fighting alongside Wandavision unless it's an all-out like Avengers Endgame. Basically, Falcon can't do anything against Mephisto the way you'd think Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch can, and the same goes for a ton of the other villains that are, say, street level. So hopefully they're going to do a good job of this and not make it feel too weird why certain superheroes are absent and or present when they finally show up, given all the narrative we've already gotten. I'm sure you guys understand. But either way, guys, let me know what you think down below. Specifically, whose tank is this? Is it S.W.O.R.D? Is it somewhere else, paramilitary? And what could they be after inside of this rift and or other dimension other than just trying to get to WandaVision? Is there a reason there would be involvement there? And how much do you think this alternate reality is going to have an effect on the main continuity in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Let me know all your thoughts down below, and quickly let's get into the giveaway stuff again before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away this 1/4 scale XM Studios Beta Ray bill. That'll be at 750,000 subscribers, which we should easily hit by year's end. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. That'll automatically enter you to win our third and final Infinity Saga box set, which we'll be giving away in December, probably on New Year's Eve, regardless of the subscriber count. If you want to be entered to win either prizes or any of the future prizes here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you're a subscriber here at the channel, then leave a comment on the video. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Then make sure to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on to keep up with the content, and as always, hit the like button. If you guys want to follow me one step further, you can find me on Instagram at IamFires or over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Nvellen, NVELLEN. There's links down in the description to both. Guys, thanks for checking out the channel. My name's Michael Roman. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.